That's great. Sorry about this.
Have a nice trip.
Who are the real heroes? Are they noticed by many? Or appreciated by a few? Do they make a big noise? Or quietly get things done? Are they the ones who take on the world, or do they take care of the ones who matter most?
How far would we go to build just the right car for you? How about cup holders designed just for your kids? Standard air conditioning and automatic transmission. Is that too far? How about a car that will travel 160,000 kilometers before its first scheduled tune-up? How far will we go to exceed even your expectations of what a well-equipped quality car should be? As far as it takes. Malibu.
If you're considering shopping on the internet, we have 10 tips to make sure that your online transactions are as safe as possible. We're Canada's banks, and the tips are contained in this new booklet called Commerce Enters a New Age. Call the number on your screen and get your free copy, or download it from our website. Because the more you understand, the safer your shopping will be.
Pushed far enough, people are capable of just about anything.
A missing million.
Do you know anything about your husband's finances?
I know everything about them.
A missing body.
Thought I heard a scream or something.
I make a point of not knowing too much. I want to hire you to find my husband.
Based on a true story.
Never underestimate Teresa's cunning or her greed.
You're in over your head.
Christ. You have to tell me the truth.
You killed my son.
Walk away. Get out.
Sleeping Dogs Live. Sunday night at 8.
Sometimes hate is not a big enough word.
Pontiac driver returns home with his son, who's just failed his driver's test, which means his son won't be borrowing the keys to the new Grand Am just yet. The all-new, redesigned Grand Am from Pontiac, built for drivers.
Happy New Year, Jeff. Cold enough for you?
Especially when your heater isn't working. I need something good and warm.
How about a fruit muffin with your coffee?
Claire, you read my mind.
Tim Hortons Wild Blueberry and Chunky Apple and Spice Muffins are baked fresh every day with the freshest tasting fruit and ingredients. So enjoy one with a medium coffee for just $1.69. It's a great start to any kind of day.
Hey, can I borrow your mitts?
Never, since the fall of communism, has Russia experienced such political and economic upheaval. And now its people could be facing the worst winter in 30 years. Through January, an in-depth series from inside Russia at this crucial moment in its history. A country hurtling toward a flashpoint. Don't look for it on television. Listen for it on radio. CBC Radio. Russia in Crisis. Only on CBC Radio One and CBC Radio 2.
Spread the word. Royal Canadian Air Farce, Fridays at 8 on CBC.
Excuse me, here. Thank you.
Mr. Thompson, we can help you.
Thanks. That's great. Sorry about this.
Have a nice trip.
Who are the real heroes? Are they noticed by many or appreciated by a few? Do they make a big noise or quietly get things done? Are they the ones who take on the world, or do they take care of the ones who matter most?
How far would we go to build just the right car for you? How about cup holders designed just for your kids? Standard air conditioning and automatic transmission. Is that too far? How about a car that will travel 160,000 kilometers before its first scheduled tune-up? How far will we go to exceed even your expectations of what a well-equipped quality car should be? As far as it takes. Malibu.
Today, Brent Peterson is walking to school by himself. After all the rehearsals, the careful instructions, the words of support, he's taking some important first steps. They may look like steps on the road to school, but what they really are steps to knowing he has the trust of those who love him. And trust is what will always take him down the right road. You prepare them for life, we help prepare them for the day.
Saturday, join Ron McLean for a special edition of Labatt Saturday Night, discussing the state of hockey, where it's at and where it's headed. Then, the NHL's best test their talent in the skills competition, starting at 6:30 Eastern on CBC.
Grace, are you going out? Have a nice evening.
Is there romance in the air for Grace Bailey?
Do you want to come up?
What the heck? That might be a kicker.
Don't miss Wind at My Back, Sunday night at 7 on CBC Television.
Suzanne, it's Julie. Could you come get your husband? He's washing my Grand Am again.
The all-new, redesigned Grand Am from Pontiac, built for drivers.
Big kid chips from Pull-Ups. Always be sure to feed your pet. Always stay dry when it gets wet. Always put your toys away. Always walk your doggy every day.
Always be consistent, especially when you toilet train with Pull-Ups training pants. Instead of switching back and forth to diapers, you'll be reinforcing those big kid habits.
Mommy, wow, I'm a big kid now.
Experience. The more we have, the better we become. RE/MAX agents have mastered the art of selling homes. The RE/MAX seasoned full-time sales force is ready to perform as North America's top producers. So when you're looking for quality performance in real estate, look to RE/MAX. Selling homes now. RE/MAX Experience.
Today, Brent Peterson is walking to school by himself. After all the rehearsals, the careful instructions, the words of support, he's taking some important first steps. They may look like steps on the road to school, but what they really are steps to knowing he has the trust of those who love him. And trust is what will always take him down the right road. You prepare them for life, we help prepare them for the day.
This man invests with Standard Life, rated AAA for exceptional financial stability. These investors don't have it so good. More susceptible to market swings. They're taken for a ride instead of being in control. If your financial institution's got you a little woozy, get onto solid ground. Standard Life for the astute investor.
Extreme attitudes against drinking and driving.
Extreme attitudes.
If you're in grade 11 or 12 this year, CBC invites you to create and produce a TV commercial about drinking and driving. Hey, Rocket, you can win $2,500 and get your message on CBC television. Get your entry form and rules at school or on the internet.
Brought to you by Young Drivers of Canada, la Société de l'assurance automobile du Québec, and CBC Montréal.
Conservative Party is dead.
Hey, man, what happened to you last night?
Oh, my darling, and don't try to tell me they're just taking a nap.
See you at the beach.
This hour has 22 minutes, Monday at 8 on CBC. Monday on Sketchcom, big laughs from the Bob Room.
You know what your problem is? You don't listen.
I don't know, I haven't seen him.
And the stand-ins.
Ah, werewolf!
Monday at 8:30 on CBC.
All right, describe him to me. I won't look. He's the one with hot, flaky pastry. Wildberry filling. Thinks he's wild. What about the icing? Blue. So where do I come in? You want me to get rid of him? Okay.
Pillsbury Toaster Strudel, now a new Wildberry, a tasty obsession.
Oh, he won't be bothering you anymore.
Juliet, dinner time. Juliet, I'm speaking to you.
My name's not Juliet, it's Princess Charlotte.
Ah, well, Princess, if you see Juliet, tell her we've gone to McDonald's.
What? Wait, Dad, it's me! Look, it's me, Juliet! Don't you recognize me?
Hi, I'm Dave Bronstetter with advice from the Deputy Premier. Butt out. This is No Smoking Week, and tomorrow on Daybreak we'll talk with Bernard Landry, non-smoker. That's Daybreak, tomorrow.
Tomorrow on Newswatch, a battle that began last fall.
It's a great school, and I'm going to prove that.
Fighting till the finish for Summerled Elementary. Tomorrow on Newswatch.
We want to explain what we're going to do to you.
A fresh body yields new evidence.
Oh my God. Maybe the plan here was to drug her and sexually assault her.
I need to lie down.
They're on the trail of an elusive killer.
I see no reason why it stopped at the border.
Every lead turns in a new direction.
It's a dead end so far.
Can DaVinci crack the case?
Going back how far?
10 years.
Before they kill again.
Don't tell me how to conduct an investigation.
DaVinci's Inquest returns January 27th on CBC.
How far would we go to build just the right car for you? How about cup holders designed just for your kids? Standard air conditioning and automatic transmission. Is that too far? How about a car that will travel 160,000 kilometers before its first scheduled tune-up? How far will we go to exceed even your expectations of what a well-equipped quality car should be? As far as it takes. Malibu.
A celebration of great Canadian movies.
Roll the film.
The 19th Annual Genie Awards with your host, Albert Schultz, February 4th on CBC Television. Introducing Canada's most comprehensive online news source, CBC News Online. Get the latest international, national, and local news delivered with real audio and video. CBC News Online, only at cbc.ca. Wind at My Back continues its great season on CBC Television.
Well, I'll be.
Bailey.
Grace, are you going out? Have a nice evening.
But as the future looks bleak,
Wouldn't you just like to take off out of here?
does true romance find grace?
Would you tell Mr. Gerard that Grace Bailey is here, please?
In the strangest of places.
Do you want to come up?
What the heck? That might be a kicker.
Wind at My Back, Sunday night at 7 on CBC Television.
It's a hilarious night of fun, Fridays on CBC. It all begins with the infamous Mr. Bean. Then, just for laughs,
My wife and I have been together for 10 years, which is exactly what she would have gotten for killing me.
Air Farce,
Might as well face it, I'm addicted to love.
and the Red Green Show.
I'm a man, but I can change if I have to.
It's a great night for laughs.
I guess.
Friday at 7 on CBC.
Saturday, join Ron McLean for a special edition of Labatt Saturday Night, discussing the state of hockey, where it's at and where it's headed. Then, the NHL's best test their talent in the skills competition, starting at 6:30 Eastern on CBC. Corporations and charities.
The more calls you make, the more help we can give.
Is it good faith or just good business?
The charity is just a marketing tool.
I think it's probably helping the company.
Undercurrents, Sunday at 10:30 on CBC.
I'm Peter Mansbridge. Some blunt talk from Air Canada about the country's biggest airport. That's next on The National.
Tomorrow on Newswatch, a battle that began last fall.
It's a great school, and I'm going to prove that.
Fighting till the finish for Summerled Elementary. Tomorrow on Newswatch.
Hi, I'm Dave Bronstetter with advice from the Deputy Premier. Butt out. This is no smoking week, and tomorrow on Daybreak we'll talk with Bernard Landry, non-smoker. That's Daybreak, tomorrow.
Wind at My Back continues its great season on CBC television.
Well, I'll be.
Bailey.
Grace, are you going out?
Have a nice evening.
But as the future looks bleak,
Wouldn't you just like to take off out of here?
does true romance find grace?
Would you tell Mr. Gerard that Grace Bailey's here, please?
In the strangest of places.
Do you want to come up?
What the heck? That might be a kicker.
Wind at My Back, Sunday night at 7 on CBC television.
Pushed far enough, people are capable of just about anything.
A missing million.
Do you know anything about your husband's finances?
I know everything about them.
A missing body.
Thought I heard a scream or something.
I make a point of not knowing too much. I want to hire you to find my husband.
Based on a true story.
Never underestimate Teresa's cunning or her greed.
You're in over your head. Christ. You have to tell me the truth.
You killed my son. Walk away. Get out.
Sleeping Dogs Live, Sunday night at 8.
Sometimes hate is not a big enough word.
An all-star weekend. Join Ron McLean for a special edition of Labatt Saturday Night, looking at the state of hockey, where it's at and where it's headed. Then the NHL's best test their talent in the all-star skills competition. On Sunday, the league's best go head-to-head. Yager, Sundin, Yzerman, Gretzky. The world versus North America in the All-Star Game. An all-star weekend with Hockey Night in Canada. This weekend on CBC.
Never, since the fall of communism, has Russia experienced such political and economic upheaval. And now its people could be facing the worst winter in 30 years. Through January, an in-depth series from inside Russia at this crucial moment in its history. A country hurtling toward a flashpoint. Don't look for it on television. Listen for it on radio. CBC Radio. Russia in Crisis. Only on CBC Radio One and CBC Radio 2.
From CBC News.
Tonight, trouble on the tarmac. Air Canada's concern about how Canada's busiest airport handles a crucial safety procedure. Warning to Ottawa. A new and very blunt call from the steel industry to scrap the new magazine legislation. And the $1 million mystery. Why did this hockey star stop payment on a huge gift to